expert. David, we have seen the Iranian regime, which obviously, at least for now, its missiles appear to be a little impotent. That's good news. But they are still a risk on the cyber side, are they not?
That's absolutely correct. Iran has been building up their cyber capabilities for a number of years, and they are on par with other nation states. They very much leverage their cyber capabilities very similarly to what we do here in the United States with Cyber Command, a direct extension of military force. And so DHS recently released an advisory along with CISA, the Cybersecurity Infrastructure and Security Agency, around private sector corporations and government entities to be on high alert right now for these cyber attacks. And you know, what's really interesting about cyber attacks is that there's really been no red lines ever drawn. It's kind of a loose playing field. So Iran can inflict some pretty substantial damage here in the United States, specifically, you know, in manufacturing, supply chain, retail, critical infrastructure, things that can disrupt our normal day life that cause pain here in the United States, and really not be seen as crossing that red line of loss of life or direct military force as it goes along. So we're all on heightened alert right now. And my advice to private sector corporations is to be at a high alert right now from a defensive perspective, because we are anticipating some retaliation from Iran, specifically from their cyber capabilities.
Yeah, and we just showed some of the stocks, the Fortinets, the CrowdStrikes, the Zscalers. We can bring them back up, guys. They're all higher by about 1.5% to 2.5% as well. So anything related to that is higher right now. The markets, by the way, are at session highs. Palo Alto's up about 1.7%. If you're a company right now, David, if you're advising a corporation, who are always on the lookout, by the way, for cyber threats, is there new advice here?
Yeah, Iran operates by a very specific playbook. You know, they typically go after user accounts through phishing or social engineering. They directly attack external perimeters. Most recently, they've been getting more into the cloud infrastructure and software as a service provider. So can they impact not just one organization or company, but hundreds, if not thousands of corporations and companies? They've also been probing our critical infrastructure, our grids, water treatment facilities. Interesting statistic, over 85% of our critical infrastructure is private sector owned. It's not owned by the government. So right now, you know, we have to be very vigilant on putting our defenses up and monitoring for those specific issues as they arise so that we can minimize the damage. You know, the catastrophic breaches that we see is when an attacker has been in an infrastructure for a long, you know, maintained period of time. And that's the major concern. Iran has been, you know, trying to conduct these operations for this type of event. So, you know, they have footholds in organizations, they have footholds in critical infrastructure that may not have been detected at this period of time, that they can launch these types of attacks and cause these massive outages. We have to be really diligent to try to find these before that actually happens. And that's my recommendation to companies right now is be very vigilant, more so than normal, because of these times. And Iran specifically targeting these other industry verticals, which is not typical for them, is something that's definitely going to happen.
You know, I don't want to put you on the spot, David, but we're kind of rolling with the news here that there's the ability of the United States to kind of take Iran offline. I mean, the people there have very limited access to information as well. But could we just kind of wipe out their internet, for lack of a better term?
We definitely have those capabilities with the NSA, their offensive capabilities, as well as with Cyber Command. We are very good at what we do. I was actually stationed in Bahrain, in Iraq, in Qatar, Kuwait, all these areas that are known, that are being that's happening right now. And our offensive capabilities are second to none. And that's definitely something that's on the playing table for these types of operations. But again, it's more of an escalatory type of event, right? We came in with the bombs. Iran sent 6 that were intercepted and seems to be a de-escalation situation. If we go and we start conducting these operations abroad, which I'm sure they're already happening to this
What do you mean
extent.
you were stationed there? I did not. You're breaking news to us on the air, David. What did you do over there?
I was in the intelligence community. I did 2 tours in Iraq and 1 in Bahrain and then Afghanistan, and spent a lot of time over in the Middle East.